Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to join you in welcoming colleagues back from this short, long, whatever the case may be, recess. Again, it is sad that government is not properly constituted here yet. My colleague mentioned that there is 5 dozens of ministers. That's actually not entirely true. There are 6.5 dozens when you to do the math. So it's important that representation here gets to be good. Honourable Speaker, I have 2 quick issues. There's a lot that's been happening during recess, but now that we are here, I thought that I would bring these 2 quick issues to the attention of government. We have had, and Honourable Speaker, I'm sure you have taken note of media reports, international media, showing that there is a deal that's been agreed upon between the US government and the Uganda government to bring US deportees here. We don't know whether they are former criminals or whatever current, whatever the case might be. The Minister of State for Internal Foreign Affairs, Honorable Okello Oryem, denied these reports initially, but then the reports persisted days later. I think it's important for government to help us understand here. Is it true? If so, how? What's the arrangement? What kind of people are these? Do they not have their countries where they originally come from? Why Uganda? And if Uganda, where? I think all of these issues need to come through. And if the reports are untrue, it would be good that they clarify here on the floor of Parliament and say it is entirely untrue. Then we know how to proceed. But if it is true, let's not operate surreptitiously. The country needs to know who are these. Somebody might wake up and there's a criminal as their neighbor and they have no idea. The second issue and final issue, Right Honourable Speaker. For the umpteenth time, Right Honourable Speaker, I've raised issues to do with prisoners who, as a result of the Supreme Court ruling on the 31st of January this year, which was to the effect that civilians have no place before military courts. And all those files should be transferred to civilian courts. That was an order of the Supreme Court. Up until now, Honourable Speaker, that has not happened. Each time we raise the issue here, the Attorney General has said, well, Article 120, the DPP cannot be ordered around. The DPP, who is now exiting that office to become principal judge, has not moved. We get back to you, government. What is happening? Honourable Speaker, there has been 2 recent rulings. One, Ssenyonyi Yasin, also known as Machete versus Uganda, and another, Agaba Anthony, also known as Bobi versus Uganda. These 2 were sent to jail by the court-martial. Now, the court-martial is functus official, no longer has any jurisdiction over them. They went to the High Court to seek bail as their cases get to be processed whichever way. There is 2 rulings here, one by the Honourable Justice Professor Andrew Hauha and the Honourable Justice Emmanuel Baguma that I want to lay here. These rulings are to the effect, court was saying, we cannot entertain a matter which has not been properly brought before us as the High Court. So the High Court was saying, the Supreme Court said those files should be transferred to the civilian courts, the High Court. That has not happened yet. And so court is saying, you go back to jail because for us, we don't have any authority over you. There is ping pong, Right Honourable Speaker. Rights are being trampled upon. Justice is not being served. Where should these people go? Because that would also mean they are illegally in jail. Because the court-martial that sent them to jail is functus official, has no authority over them anymore. The High Court, which should be entertaining their matters, is saying, you're not before us, we don't know you. Where should they run to? Honourable Speaker, government needs to clarify this matter. Are they in perpetual violation of a Supreme Court ruling? What's happening exactly? We need to know. And I've tabled the rulings, Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we shall get a clarification from the Attorney General on that. But then on the first one, we have a gateway to it. We should not just speculate that there was an agreement. We will ask the Minister to bring a report as per Rule 41 of the Rules of Procedure. That is presentation of treaties, protocols, or international agreements before Parliament. So we'll expect that from the Minister responsible.